Right, let's move on. Next part. Later on, we'll remove some blocks in here, and you will have to work out which are the blocks that need to be put back, yeah, and how. So pay attention to this. Let's move on to the next part. Next part is how this if can be applied to different contexts, to different situations. Think about the wall I was talking about before. Uh, I was saying that once you have a room, you can create, another room, end up with a building, but that building can take different shapes. Yeah, it depends on your imagination. But the same thing. Let's apply this if concept to a different scenario. So in here we have our little crab. I don't know why it's called bell. Yeah, and this one is, let me see, when I run this, let's have a look first at the code and then I run it. So it's going to be a certain position, as I said before. Remember that Scratch thinks in terms of coordinates. Yeah, you have a coordinate in here and a coordinate in here. All these characters are placed in a coordinate. The coordinate 0, 0 is in here, by the way. It's in the middle of the screen, of the stage. So in here you have, let me see if you can understand this part. So what do you think this part is doing in here? Yeah. If, what do you think that is? If player. Player is, as you can tell, is this sprite. Yeah, my god, I go all over it. Let me see if I can do that better. That's better. So that's the player. So it says in here, if touching the player. So that means, yeah, that corresponds to the crab. Yeah, if the crab is touching the player, so it will go say, let me introduce myself, then this other message, and then it will ask a question. Yeah, all right, let's have a look. Is that so? Let me see. So if I carry on with this, so the crab will glide, yes, towards the player, and then will say, when it touches it, let me introduce myself through waits for 4 seconds. My name is Mr. Snappy, and it will wait for 6 seconds, enough for you to read the message. And now it's asking a question, ask, so, and then wait for you to type the answer. So what Jesse Parish could you like to visit first? Yeah, and there it is. What Jesse Parish would you like to visit first? That's the answer. Sorry, that's the question. And whatever you type in here, yeah, and I'm going to put here some bracelets. So in here, when I say OK, yeah, it's going to say if the answer, whatever you type in there, contains this word, bracelets, what it's going to do? Yeah, I agree. It is the best. And for that, you get 10 points. Otherwise, you still love it, even if you don't some bracelets. We are all part of the same island, Jersey, so we cannot hate each other. So we love that too. Yeah. So if I click in here, you will say yes, I agree with you. It is the best. And for that, you will get yes 10 points. Now, notice that in here you have another part to this. You have an if, yes, in here, yes. If this condition is met, if the answer, whatever you type in there, happens to be relates, then you will have this reply. If it's not, else, yeah, means something else. So you type something else, then you'll have this other answer. So let's have a look at that. Let's put that into practice. So I stop that. Let me see. We go back and I start again. So the crab is gliding towards the player. He will introduce himself. He will display these texts. Then when he asks me a question, I'm going to put something else. Let me see. I'm going to put now San Clements. Yeah. So in here, this is not what, no, it's not the expected answer, is something else. So this will be triggered. So click OK there. Yes, I love St. Clements too. Notice that that sentence is made out of love and then joined with the answer. The answer happens to be St. Clements. So let me just see if I were to put this, make this as well. Yeah, that's the answer in there that I typed before. Yeah. Now, I think hopefully that will make sense. This is another very important part of this is if and else. Yeah, if and then else, and you will be using that as well in year 7 a lot of times. So that is that part, if and else. What other parts? You will find this apply to different parts in here in the game. So I'm gonna stop this video now, and I'm going to focus on the next ones on different types of interaction and the use of forever as a block. Right, thank you for watching so far.